Yeah, all right. We're going to go back to the same process. We're in a production mode, chainsaw carving cardinals, little bears, things of that nature. And I'm going to keep going with that theme because that's what I need to make. So this is going to be a cardinal. I got a piece over there. It's going to be a bear. And then I don't know. I got a poster here. I can make some more material. But anyway, appreciate you guys being here. We're going to start out by chainsaw carving this thing and see how it comes out. And I like to talk real fast. That way the Russians don't know what I say. If that makes any sense. You try hard, you know? I know it's daylight and I'm up in this thing, but I'll tell you what, it just seems a little dark to me. I'll turn them lights on. We'll see a little better. Tell you what, he's bouncing too much. A little more than I like. I mean, I like it when it bounce. I like it when it bounce, but that's just a little too much bounce. So bouncing around, next thing you know, piece pops off, hits me in the eye, or in the balls, that'd be even worse. I don't know. You know, which would you rather lose, an eye or a ball? Man, that'd be a pretty interesting debate on that. Some guys would rather have the boys and not be able to see. And I don't know. I don't know that I agree with that. I mean, you know, you got a couple kids, you know, you get in the 50s, you kind of over that crap. You know, you can probably rather be able to see. You know, I don't know. I'm not judging, I'm just saying, right? Let's move this over here a little bit closer. All right, there we go. All right. Let's get her done. Seems awful dry. I guess not so bad. Maybe a little. I don't know. Anyway, sometimes you got to stop and check. It's just the way it is. Hey, appreciate y'all being here. Hit that like button. We thank you guys for everything you do. Keep making noise. I mean, the bottom of this thing was probably like the bottom of the post, and it's just kind of like rotty, and so you can't hardly get a good grip on it. But that's it. That's working all right. I mean, he's pretty much all the hard pushing work is done, so I shouldn't have to worry about him vibrating too much. Anyway, y'all hit the like button if you would. I appreciate y'all being here. About this, you're watching this, you're watching me do it, and you ever think, man, if a beaver was sitting there going through on his phone, checking out all the different live streams, he would consider this meat processing. I don't know. It's just a thought. Anyway, y'all hit the like button. believe that. I got that burnt done right with the absence of fuel. Can't complain about that. Run out of gas right at the time. I'm not gonna burn him right now. I'm gonna get right into making something else. I got a little piece over there, and I'll probably make another little bear, but I've got enough of the little sign welcome bears. I think I might just make a bear. I don't know. But anyway, this guy pre-burned. You know, I like to make these guys with chins and stuff like that. It's kind of cute. You know, I mean, not too bad, not too good. He's okay. All right. Anyway, hit the like if you haven't already, and we'll go right into making something else. After I get done with this piece, I got to cut some pieces. And I really only got time to make maybe 4. I'll tell you what, man, this is such an angle. When they're in an angle like this, and I don't know what happens. If I don't know, you know, just not paying attention to what I'm doing. But sometimes I just cut them at these angles, and really that ought to be a bird. But I can probably still make a bear out of it. I'll just have to, I'm just looking at, I'm going to have to fix it on the ground, honestly. I got a piece here, or this thing got any fuel in it? Man, I'm batting a 0 on the preparedness too. How about that? Okay. I did not get my Neotech ready because the chain popped off of it the other day. Or no, I put a different chain on it. Yeah, it's ready. I didn't got a fuel in it though, but I can fix that. It needs tighten. So let's just put some fuel in this baby real quick. I'll cut that piece off, and we'll keep right on going. It seemed a little dry anyway, and I mean, I can't say nothing because, you know, since last Monday, I've carved 23 pieces now, and haven't stopped to sharpen the chain yet. So, and these posts are dry wood, so that's kind of, you know, kind of to be expected, right? I'll tell you what, something else I'm gonna have to do probably is make fuel. There might be another tank worth in there. We'll see. But that said, I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to go. It just depends. Boss lady's been kind of sick, and we have a meeting with the Hocking Hills Artists and Craftsmen Association today. Just a normal meeting, just their normal meeting. They get together and meet and all that, and plus the dues are due for the year and all that stuff. So one of us needs to go to that, and I don't know if she's going to be able to do it. And if she can't, then I'm going to have to, and that's at 6. So I got a little bit of time to work with. I can make stuff. You know, I can make some dust. That's it. We're having the Super Bowl Monday of chainsaw carving. How about that? We'll go with this end. Man, I'll tell you what, that's just as bad, isn't it? What do you think? I don't know about making a bear out of that piece. I'll tell you, we can always just make a little cardinal out of it. Just seems like I'm fighting it. And honestly, it kind of seems like this thing ain't oiling right. I don't know. You're going to have that. Sometimes you're going to have that. And I didn't have time today. By the time I got home, getting ready, work-related things I had to deal with. And I didn't really have time to look things over. So it just don't seem to me like this thing is oiling right. So I'm going to check it out before I do anything else. Get this thing going. You know, I don't know. You know, I mean, it's kind of, I go and I go and I go and I go until all my tools need some service, you know. And that's how I always do everything. It's like wham blam, you know what I mean? Get at it. Not wham blam, but wham blam, you know what I mean? Okay. So if we're having a Super Bowl, then I guess this would be interception right here. So I'm gonna have to defend my home field. Let's see if that's plugged up. I'll be kidding. It definitely, yeah. So the bar is. I'll show you what I mean. Just sometimes you have stuff like this happen. It's just, probably should have cleaned it out by now. But I mean, I've just been going at it, and I really had time to jack with it. So, you look at these bars. This port is good. You can see that port there can still get oil. But the oil also slides into those grooves there. Now looky here. That was the top where the oil was coming out. That's totally plugged up. And I just thought, man, that thing is running really, really dry. So I keep around a razor knife, or just a razor blade, I should say. And that's how I clean my guide bars out. Anytime you got them off, if you got them off to sharpen the chain, if you got them off for anything at all, you should clean it. You should clean it out, because it's always going to have junk in it. If you carve, it's always going to have junk in it. I mean, unless you just did it, you know what I mean? Then you might not, but still, it's just a better habit just to be in it every time. So you see that hole right there? You can still see. There we go. You can still see in that hole right there that there's some of the, just oily sawdust. Yeah, and I use my big mouth for an air compressor. It works pretty good. Yeah, it's good for a couple of different things. An air compressor and making the wife mad. That's what the mouth's good for. Oh well, you're like, yeah, I bet he does make his wife mad. Yeah. Yeah, then I accuse her of putting antifreeze in my coffee. No, she wouldn't do that. I just say all kinds of crap. Whatever. You guys feel sorry for her? You should. There we go. So cleaned out. Good as new. Okay. And you can look. See how it kind of builds up on the back there. It just is what it is. But you see where the oil channel is right there? Nothing. It's clean. It's clear. It's ready to go. And I'm not going to take the time to clean that off right now, because I'm holding you awesome people who chose to watch me up. I need to get to work, don't I? But it's okay. We know you need to do that. Oh, you guys are so nice. We know you need to take care of things, and it's all right. You see, we'll still watch you. No, you won't. Yeah, we'll flip over to something else for a minute, and then we'll come back. Yeah, and you'll like that, and you won't come back. Does he always talk to himself? Oh, yeah, this is nothing. Sometimes he answers. Oh, I thought that's what he was doing now. Man, who's got the high-pitched voice over here? I don't know. One of y'all? Okay, there's that. There's this. I just seen that. I got 64 likes. I carved one thing, and I'm just sitting here literally talking to myself in the third person or second person, something. Is it second or is it third? Is it the third person or the second person? Because you'd be the second person, and then I'd be the voice would be the third, right? I don't know. I haven't been dealing with schizophrenia for very long. Oh, this one there. I always forget. I get these two mixed up. I'm gonna tighten that up a little bit. You always get that guy comes on. His chain is too loose. It's gonna fly off, and it's gonna hit something, and it's gonna hit him right in the nuttocks, and he's gonna have to go to the hospital with lots of blood. And yeah, that's what that guy wants to see. Just so y'all know, he wants to see me cut myself open. And yeah, that's it. And then my hearing aids fall out. And if I have, hey, hearing aids, what? I don't have no hearing aids. I wish I did. Okay. All right. Scramble, scramble. Man, what the heck? What am I hitting over here? Apparently nothing good. Yeah, nothing good. It's not biting. It hit some rotten stuff of some sort. There we go. That bit, okay. That's got a little bit of a tilt to it. Let's try that. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just looking at it, and maybe I can make a drunk bear. I don't know. You know, maybe he's been on heroin all night. I don't know. Let's just make a bear. We'll just make a bear, and we'll see how he comes out. I'll make him side profile. Y'all get a side profile show. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully you don't moon you. Come on, baby. Man, I smell gas. Watching this thing and I'm thinking to myself, my milkshakes bring all the boys in the yard. And I'm like, no, that's not right. Hit me in the balls, that'd have hurt. There's no doubt about it. All right. Anyway, hit the like button if y'all hadn't already, and we will keep right on going. That could have been bad. Oh no! Look at that. I gotta admit. So with this dry wood, these posts, sometimes you'll have that, and guess what just happened? My bear lost his face. He got in an accident. He didn't make it. He couldn't breathe. I don't know. We'll just call him disfigured bear. You know, that's horrible. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I mean, you kind of joke. You can make a joke about whatever and whoever, and it's probably hurt somebody's feelings or whatever. But I better not. At least we wasn't that far into it before that popped off. But that's pretty funny. I mean, you got to admit it. The face popped right off of it. I mean, better now than, you know, somebody's taking it home to their house, right? Oh, I finally got my little welcome bear. Then I finally, pop. His face pops right off there like, oh! Anyway, just saying, you know, it's pretty crazy stuff. All right, I got to cut some more of this post. I got 2 more of these posts, and I want to get rid of them. And the way to get rid of them is to cut them up and make stuff out of them. I mean, that's the way I can do it. I wonder if this thing's got any fuel in it. Oh, well. Yeah, just last minute stuff always seems to derail me. Not always, but sometimes through the week. Hopefully it should. So that one's straight, okay? That one's straight. But this one's crooked. The problem is not the saw, it's me. I'm crooked. I guess, I don't know. Just can't get it right. Can't get right. Okay. Oh, don't even start that. Okay. Yeah, let's start calling beer. Can't get right. All right. Yeah, I'm fine. I don't care. You can call me whatever you want. You know the old adage, just don't call me late for dinner and everything will be fine, right? Okay, that's somewhere in the general vicinity of where we are. Put this baby back up here. Yeah. Yeah, at least that one's straight, right? Kind of, sort of. But the top's not. I cut it crooked. This whole board needs to be done. Whoa. Man, was that? Oh, no, I don't think so. Yeah. It must be rotten on the bottom. I can't do anything with it. It's right about here. Man, sometimes you just have problems. Yeah, it's no matter what I do. Yeah, well, I mean, look at it. It's not very good looking. Here, let me get the other piece. That one will be a bearer, but I need to cut that piece off. It's going to be a shorter piece. It'll end up being a bearer, but I need to cut that piece off. And I'll do it here in a minute. One thing at a time. Carve some. So this is my piece I just cut. That's crooked. And I mean, it's me. I cut them crooked. Makes sense of that. Now, would y'all laughed? Tell the truth, honestly. Because that thing would have fell off there and hit me in the head. But you guys laughed. I would have laughed. If you didn't laugh, you're boring. Okay. There we go. That should be good. Shouldn't bounce too much either. I don't know. But I got that post, so it's about 3/4 post after this piece. And I got one more of those. And I'll be done with these posts. They'll be out of the way. And because I want to gravel in that area where they were anyway. But hey, we're up to 100 already. Heck yeah, you guys are awesome. I don't care what your mom said about you. All right, let's get. Oh, you don't either, do you? Yeah, you know, she's always talking crazy stuff. Ever since you brought that white powder they sent home with you for the school counselor sent home, she's been kind of crazy, right? Okay, hold on. White powder, I bet she runs real fast, too. Okay. Now look, if this one chips off, disclaimer, I did it on purpose. a cockatoo. No. It's a carve. Every now and then I feel the need to explain something crazy that I say. I'll give you an example. Back in the day, live streaming, I'd be got here carving something, and I'd get in the way for a minute. Like that, you know? And then I'd turn around, I'd look at the thing, and there was a guy named Steve, and he may still be around. I don't know. I doubt it. It's hard to say. I make people mad too easily. But anyway, he said it'd be nice if you wasn't standing in the way or something like that, you know, about the carving. And so ever since then, anytime I get in the way, sometimes you'll hear me go, I know, Steve, I know I'm in the way. And so if you hear me yelling that, that's why. Just so you know, a little explanation. There's no one else here. There's no one else in here telling me I'm in the way. I'm just reflecting on a time past. You know what I'm saying? Okay. It's kind of got a Batman appearance. I don't know why, but it's just kind of got a, I don't know. Maybe you can't see it. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it is Steve in here. He's telling me, hey, he looks like Batman. I don't know. You tell me. I'm Batman. Oh, I thought you were just a guy.
Well, I can make these. You can make some glue-on beaks, put them on the front. They call it a pelican. It's pretty easy. Something different. See what I did there? I hit the gel vise, just one tooth, but I hit it nonetheless. You heard that? Punk. You know, it sounds like that. And then I heard Steve say, "Yeah, that's why his stuff won't cut." I'm telling you, Steve's a pain, man. I can't stand it. Well, I'm hoping to get some ice fishing in on Lake Erie this week, but I don't know if that's going to work out. If you don't get out this week, you might as well stay home. It's going to get pretty warm next.
that. I like giving them that real heavy brow like that. I just think it looks really cool. Really cool, really cute. Anyway, hey, the 600 people watching, hit that like button. Help us out. I got 11 rubies. That's pretty cool. I'll tell you what, where's that? Oh, I was going to say I'd use that John cutter to finish it, but I got the bar off of it and put it on the Neotech. I was going to finish it with that. But I forgot the minor detail. It has no bar on it. I want to put an 8-inch bar on it anyway. I don't run anything bigger than a 10. And the reason for that is the stuff's just too heavy. I mean, you know, you're already holding that stuff out there for long periods of time like that, you know. So I can't see a 12. I know some people run 12s and 14s even, you know, long bars. I don't run anything over a 10. Actually, I don't run anything but a 10. And I'm going to be going to an 8 with a saw we're about to get to demo. First one in the country of its kind, and I don't know how I'm getting it, but I'm getting it. And it's going to have an 8-inch carving. Well, I got to start out with the factory bar, and then it's going to end up with an 8-inch carving bar. And there'll be more detail soon. You know what I mean? You can't really say too whole heck of a lot, because sometimes these things, people tell you, especially when they're overseas, that you know, these things are going to happen, and they never come to fruition. You know, they never. And that baby's drinking the oil now. By the way, it was that bar, that extra oil slot in the bar plugged up. That's all. That was 100% of it. It's eating oil now. Anyway, you never know when you're dealing with people in other countries telling you stuff. So you just can't take it all to heart. It may never actually happen. But I'm supposed to get a test saw. We'll see what happens. How I'm getting it, I don't know. I mean, who the heck am I? That one. I don't know if I have enough time to complete another piece, but I'm going to try. We're going to cut that. We'll put that piece up here, cut the top off of it, try to make another bear out of it. Hope the bounce doesn't pop off this time. You know, that's the way it goes. I mean, with this hard stuff like he's post, things like that happen. It's just, you know, whatever. Can't let it hurt your feelings too much, or you'll be crying all the time, you know. I could be crying. I could be sad, I could be blue, I could shut up. Oh man, I tripped over one of them pieces. Hey, that was an epic save. I wish y'all would have seen it. I'll tell you what, for 50, I heard all the time arthritis is setting in, but I'm kind of, I still got some athleticism for a fat guy. Middle-aged man. Something like that, right? There we go. There's that piece. So, we got to cut a piece of it off. I'm looking at it. There's some big cracks. And this obviously ain't worth the crap right there. So, hopefully we can keep it staying up. Let's find out. You talk about overkill. That's what I call going postal. Let's see what this looks like. Big crack right through here. I'm gonna take about, if I take another 2 inches off and that crack is still there, it's not worth messing with. I just get another piece. Well, it's kind of like, I don't know. I don't feel good about it, wasting my time on it. How about that? I mean, it'd make a good pumpkin. I don't know. And it's already chucked up there. You hate to take it off. And you know what I mean? I might as well make something out of it. I just don't know if a bear is in this guy's future. Like, there's just a good crack right here. I guess if I took and turned it like that, I could get rid of that crack. Potentially, because it's about right here. Yeah, let's see what happens. Okay, we're gonna try. It's just gonna be like a little bear sitting. Seen that, but you can see when I hit that point, that piece just popped right out. Now it's right here. There's just enough I can still make a bear nose out of it. I'm just gonna get it out of the way now, cut it off her and move on. Would make my bears with more of a muzzle than that, and I could push it back some, I suppose, a little bit, but I'm just gonna go with it. You know what I mean? Leave it like it is. Give him like a short little muzzle. You can make one like that every now and then, and they look cute too. You know what? Like he's got a handlebar mustache. I don't know. hit me. If I put a tail on it, it'd have been a raccoon. Anyway, hit the like button. You know, yeah, come alive. It's coming to life. It's still pretty blocky. If you could see it from the front, you know, you'd see it's pretty blocky. But that said, he's looking pretty good. It's just a good thing I'm not a knife carver, because I fart too much. I'm liking the head on this little short mouth guy. I wonder if I turn him around so you guys can see a little better how his face is looking and stuff. I'm liking the face. That's what I really mean to say is I'm liking the face. Let's see, there we go. All right. You get a little better insight on what I'm talking about here. You can see he's got you know, pretty good little dips in his eyes. His nose is going to be pretty good and wide, you know. Not much of a mouth that would be easy to make, but his ears are dipped in. He's just a cute little guy. I think he looks pretty cute. It must be better on the front view, wouldn't it? I still ain't totally a front view. There we go. Let's see if I can get it like that. But it's kind of cute little guy, you know. Not too bad, especially considering, you know, that normally I give him a longer muzzle. But that's it. What are we up to? 265 likes. How many more can we get? Help us out. Yeah, he's looking okay. You start to get the arms coming out of him and stuff like that. You can see him coming to life. That's it. We're having a pretty good time. Help us out. Hit the like button if you haven't already. What are we up to? Looks like 264. You guys are okay. I don't care what they say about you. There's that one guy that's on there. Oh, I don't care what they say about me either. I'll take and beat them all with a baseball bat. Calm down, Tiger. Calm down. Watch that chainsaw fella. He's inciting people to violence. Too carried away with him, other than just trimming the bottom around, all the way around, so he looks like a little sitting bear. I mean, that's probably all the more carried away I'll get with him, because he just, he's a postal bear. You know what I mean? You're just glad he didn't come to work and kill you. You know what I'm saying? He's a postal bear. That's all that matters. Yeah, he's not bad. He's not good either, but he's not bad. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere in the middle. That's where we try to be. Not good enough, not bad enough. Just wrong. All right. Look at that. Look at that. Can you believe the size of that thing? Jiminy's. Let's see if it even fit in there. Heck no. No way. That's way too big. I was going to give him some eyes, but I'm like, hey, you know, that burr there. It's just, that's way too big. Okay, I'll switch burrs. Let's give him some eyes. I think he'd look better if we got him mostly finished. And normally, I would take some kind of gouge or, you know, probably a pointy burr. And I was looking for one that'll fit in there because I want him to have big teddy bear eyes because he's like a big teddy bear, you know? Yeah, that one will work. It's kind of big, but it'll work. It'll look good. Get in there. But anyway, normally I would use a gouge and give him nose holes going in. But I think with this one, I'm going to put my cardinal eye burr back on and just give him two little round bumps there where the nose would be. You know, we'll call him his nose hole pimples. I don't know. He's got warts on his nose. How about that? You gonna buy that? Something. That's a cute little burr. I think it's good burning. We'll do these eyes and nose first too. Okay. There we go. What do you think? You see him a little bit better now. He can see a little better too. Everybody can see. I don't know. He's kind of, it's hard for you guys to see. It's just a little low to see his eyes. But I'm going to change that burr out and give him some fancy little nose holes. Marks. Uh-oh, dropped my wrench. Change the burr out. And these burrs get hot. Like doing that, what I just got done doing. Yeah, I don't touch that thing with my finger. Well, the smallest one I got out here is this one. All the rest of them is in there at the flex shaft station, even though one of them, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I've got a skinnier one. There it is. Never mind. Use that one. Yeah, use that one. They all 5 of them was out here, and I'm talking about the man-paw eye cutters, and they come in a kit of 8, and 3 of them are 1/8 inch. They fit in their Dremel tool, and then 5 of them. Now, what the heck am I doing? Apparently, I can't. I tighten it so tight I can't untighten it. I can't believe that. There we go. All right. Anyway, 5 of them are quarter. Got to go in your die grinder unless you have a rotary tool, small rotary tool they'll fit in, which I do. I've got a Vevor 750 watt flex shaft, and they will fit in that one. So I can use them in there at my flex shaft station, but you know, they're primarily for the bigger stuff and die grinders. So they're giving them a little nose hole. In all honesty, I'm looking at that and it just looks like he's got eyeballs on his nose. I don't know. You can't get everything right, you know. At least I can't. Maybe y'all can. I don't know. What I know besides that is it's pretty low price points piece, and I don't really care. You know, it's cute. Somebody will buy it. It's definitely not ugly. You know, there you get a little better look at his face. Yeah, I mean, he's almost got like a raccoony kind of look to him, you know. I don't know. Okay, I think I actually have, well, throw me in the lake and call me Moses. I have a lighter. Uh-oh, don't fall. Yeah, elevator music. Da 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 da. Sounds like something off of Archie Bunker. Yeah. What do you think of that sound? Luke, I am your father. There is that, and let's clean up these 2 cardinals we got too. I think I got, yeah, everything over here got burned the other night. Okay, what was that? Saturday. Yeah. So let's go ahead and I'll go ahead and toast these up babies off too. Clean these cardinals up, burn them pretty good. I appreciate y'all being here, that's for sure. If you haven't hit the like button already, be sure and hit it. Got 241 rubies. We'll take that. All right, I'd like to have about 300 likes. What are we up to? 294? Help me out. Give me 6 more, guys. There's 400 in some of them. Let's do a few more. Look, I just need a few more likes. If I could get 300 likes, I can call Mike DeWine, tell him I'm doing great. He'll raise my taxes. You just know how it's going to go. I'll tell you what, when you check over the taxes and the auditor in the county I live in, she's running for re-election. I'm going to tell you guys, if she gets re-elected, we're going to be like Connecticut. I might as well move to Kentucky if I want to survive. I don't know. I don't even think Kentucky's that good. Maybe Tennessee? North Dakota? How about North Dakota? I'll move to North Dakota. And then they got this initiative to end the sales tax, or not the sales tax, property tax in Ohio. And look, either way you go, they're screwing you. If they're not screwing you on your home property tax, they're going to screw you some other way. We're just going to get hosed. It doesn't matter. You just and he already got on there on the television and said, well, Mike DeWine, he talks like this. Well, I want you folks to know that if we have to do away with the property tax, that means your tax rate, your sales tax rate is going to jump 17, 18, maybe even 20%. It's going to get really, really bad and ugly in the state of Ohio if we have to do away with the tax, with the property tax. People, Ohioans just don't know what they're asking for. I mean, everybody, boom, you know what I mean? It's just awful. That's what you get. That's what happens when man rules himself. Worst thing that ever could have happened. Come on, Jesus, come on, let's go. That's where I'm at. Clean this up. I'm not laughing because the big thing. I'm laughing because that's the only hope we got. And if you don't believe in that hope, you ain't got no hope. They're just gonna get everything. You ain't gonna have nothing. That's good time. So I'm here to present a positive message to you. Hey, just so everybody knows, I'm here to present a positive message. I'm usually not this negative, am I? Okay. What I know is really nothing we can do about it. The moral of the story is just pay your taxes. The government needs more than $200 Carl hammers. You know what I mean? Like they had in what was that, Independence Day? The guy's like, you don't really think they're paying $200 for a hammer, do you? I'm like, that's the federal government. Yeah, probably. You know, you just never know. Okay. Yeah, he looks pretty good too. All right, not too bad, not too good. Somewhere in the middle. That's about as best we could hope for. All right. Okay, guys. As much as I hate to say it, the boss lady has not popped up out of there, and I got to go to this association meeting. Somebody has to go, and I'm going to have to do it, it seems like, which I'm the one that got to send these messages in the first place, so I can't complain. But that said, I appreciate you guys being here. 308 likes, man. You guys are awesome, awesome, awesome. You're so wonderful. Anyway, that's what we got. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. We'll be back chainsaw carving something else. Maybe, well, I still got a post and a half to carve, so I'll probably be working on the same crap for the rest of this week. All right, guys. Hey, I appreciate y'all being here, and you know the drill. Come back when you can stay later, ya